I've often been told of wanting for self-improvement, wanting for this to come into your life, better health, better wealth, love, money. This is what I would say. I need you to look within yourself, and I want you to kill that version of yourself right now. The reason why you are in the position where you are now is because fundamentally, the things that you've been doing for your life has been blocking you by removing those parts of you. And that's involving guttering yourself and even being honest with yourself through self reflection. It's going to be very difficult. I understand this. But these are things that are needed. You want a new version of yourself. You want to go into a new room and feel abundant. You want to accumulate things that are so easy for you, but you do things so hard. Those things that you've done in the past, you've got to say goodbye to. And what I mean by that is the habits, even the ethics that you may have. If we're talking about working to a certain position, do you have to necessarily work really hard to get where you are? Do rich people really have to work really hard to where they are? Because if we use that terminology and that logic and we apply that now, nurses should be billionaires, but they're not. All is in the mind, and it's all about smart work rather than hard work. If you can intertwine a little bit of hard work, that's absolutely fine. But the essence of this is opening your thoughts and understanding that in order for you to gain, it doesn't necessarily mean that you absolutely kill yourself to the ground. As I said to you before, all is mind. It all starts from your mind. That's why I like to be productive and say it's about smart work rather than hard work. The things that you want, the things that you foresee in yourself, these are done with the start of reaffirming certain new beliefs. So, if it's about success in your work or in a hobby, in a business, if you're often saying to yourself, oh, I must work hard, I must work hard, I must work harder than my main competitors, that means what you're saying to the universe is that in order for you to have success and have your riches and monies, you need to work your ass off. Let me tell you something. That is actually incorrect. It's all about working efficiently. No. It's all about working to your smarts. You have to make a decision right now. That version of your old self is technically needing to be purged out of you. You need to shed away from that situation of who you was to what are you becoming and what you are knowing, because this is part of you embracing the new. Certain aspects in the past, those were cycles that you had to break, and now is the time. And we're going to talk to you about that. This is an essence of understanding the polarity to and fro, so within, so without. That doesn't matter if it's love, money, career, or you just going for self-improvement. Now visualize what you want. And that could be as simple as money. We all want money, but guess what? It isn't just saying how you want the money. It's taking yourself through visualizing the reality of where money is going to take you. I acquire not just 8 million. I acquire 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm not just going to be static with my money. The world, the universe is always moving. and you should always be fluid too. There's no problem with wanting more. I always want more, and so should you. And that is effectively raising the vibrations in order for you to attract the money that's coming to you. So where the money is taking you, abundance, freedom, buying something that you may like, for say, going on trips, taking your loved one out, going and reinvesting. Be very fluid in the way you think of money. Now, the process of love itself is very similar to the way one manifests with money. The destination that I question is that the person that you want? Does that align with your higher self? Does that align with your divine planning and divine timing? The love that you foresee, can you have that in the current? And that's within your lifestyle, and that's within your current situation. As I said to you from the start, in order for you to embrace big, amazing things, there are certain things that you may need to remove. And these are bad habits. I'm not even just talking about relationships. I'm talking about the way you view the relationship. Falling in love, such a beautiful thing. Loving someone, even better. But most importantly, loving yourself. Now, in order for you to garner and maximize through manifestation, one needs to love yourself. Because we are the universe. All is mind. We are the light. And the moment you focus on self, the rest will follow. Now, let's look at it from a logic point of view. What's the brightest thing that we see? The sun. And we need the sun. We orbit around the sun. Planets orbit around the sun. It creates life. We ourselves are the light. And that's how we attract. The brighter your light is, the more people will start to feel you are of the attraction. This is about lifestyle, and this is also applying with dating as well. Your frequency gets lighter when you start to feel brighter and lighter. And this is about self-improvement as well. What are you removing in order for you to gain? Is it that feeling of not believing in yourself? Is it that feeling of not feeling valued? Understand this. It starts from within. And that's when you'll be able to feel and radiate the vibrations, and the right people will come. Now, manifestations is great, but one needs to apply themselves in order for your manifestations to work even better. And how do you do that? Often with my clients, they've asked me for candle rituals, and that's a service that I do with Sage, Goddess Frequency, shout out to her. And we often tell my clients this: it is important for you to not only manifest what you want, but also apply yourself regarding these manifestations. Speaking this into reality, journaling, visualizing. Dream boards are amazing. The first thing that you should do in the morning is speak into this in the reality. And when you go to bed, just before you go to sleep, you speak into this reality. You talk about it. It becomes a repetition. Not only that, you see it, you become of it. And that changes the frequency. Now, you're a boat in life. Your power of manifestation helps you, guide you to where you need to be. One day's manifestation can alter the reality of where you're going. And remember, when we go to a specific destination, when we even change that timeline to 1 degree, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to the same route. It's going to go even higher. You're raising your vibrations. Now, that may require a little bit more time, but guess what? Spirit has no time. We can accelerate. It might take a little bit longer than usual. You might embark in some challenges And there may be certain situations, such as the person that you may want and manifest, you come to that recent point and understand that person isn't for you. Just understand that spirit is working with you and not against you. These challenges you have to face in this reality that may need you to pivot, but understand that you're never ever falling, that you're forever going higher and higher and reaching a person that not only matches you but amplifies that energy. But as long as you are headed towards that destination and you know that, you are working towards your manifestations. The essence of this situation that I'm telling you regarding manifestation is that challenges are going to be there from a day-to-day basis, but it's how we pivot and how we use that towards our manifestations and work that to advantages. And I often tell people, rejection is redirection. And even if you may not feel like you're not getting your manifestation, you are. The person that you may want isn't for your highest good. The career that you so want, yes, that career that you so want may not be the desired destination your higher self wants you to go to. Because there may be certain blockages that you may not see in the present, but going forwards, that is in the future, you're only going to embrace bigger and better things. Now, I go by the name The Sorcerer, and that was Manifestations for Dummies.